Good Monday morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your Pick a Pile reveal. If you have chosen pile number 1, the Egyptian Scarab, aka the Dung Beetle, I kind of feel that this pile for you will be talking about some sort of transformation or transition that that's happening in the next 3 months for you, be it a physical, a spiritual, a mental, or emotional one. It is still a transition and transformation. And I know some of us, when we get on that path to transformation, it becomes very overwhelming and scary, and we want to push back, and we're not as receptive as we should be to the opportunities that are being presented to us. And then we are asked to kind of peel back the layers and take a look at and release parts of ourselves that we may not be so comfortable with even glancing at or dealing with. So the next 3 months, September, October, November, may be very difficult for you. It may be a time of pushing back. It may be a time of being receptive to change. It also may be a very emotional time, because when we release and let go, that means that we have to release and let go of things that are not conducive to our happiness and growth, or conducive to the energy, prosperity, abundance, and things like that are coming in. So it's a given kind of take. It's a balance thing. We strip back the layers. We recognize the parts of ourselves that are not open to being receptive to the transformation. We deal with it, we heal from it, we release it, we let it go, we open to new energy, and we continue that process until we are a better, stronger, more awakened, receptive version of ourselves. And this is going to take time, so it's going to take patience. And during that time, you can nurture yourself, nurture your physical self, your mental, emotional, and spiritual self. So here we go, the Scarab Beetle. This is for at the end, so we'll put that there. So this is going to be for September. Where did my other little card go? Oh, there it is. Okay, well, shit. All right. September, October, November. Got it. Or something like that. All right, September, October, November. So let's see what September has. All right, September, we talk about connecting to the divine. We talk about journaling. We talk about learning. We talk about writing. Some of us, when we go through these spiritual transformations, we want nothing more than for Spirit to write out how to do it from A to Z on a billboard, or deliver a book to us in our sleep, and that way we don't have to go through the trials and tribulations, or the pain, or the hurt, or the uncertainty and insecurity of what is stripping oneself down to the bare nothings and building ourselves back up into the divine being who we were created to be in this world, and on this plane, on this rock, in this existence. And it's easy, but it's not that easy. I mean, the hardest part for us as humans is to not allow ourselves to get emotionally attached to a specific outcome, or emotionally attached to how this transformation is going to go. If it doesn't go easy the way I want it to go, then I'll just, put up walls and keep everything at arm's length. And that is the worst thing that you can do, because there's nothing more painful than being stuck in a constant rotation of insecurity and doubt and resentment and anger, and being very harsh and judgmental to oneself. And then, instead of taking responsibility for what is not happening in our lives, we kind of pitch that responsibility on other people. We blame other people, when the truth of the matter is that you had this wonderful opportunity to be the best version of yourself, but you squandered it due to fear, due to insecurity, due to doubt. And we have to get beyond that. We truly have to get beyond those titles that we put on ourselves that other people, and it starts from way back. It starts, in my case, it started with my parents, right? I heard no a lot. I heard no a lot. I heard you'll never be good enough a lot. I heard that no one will ever love you a lot. And then when you get into those formative years and you start building relationships, you become the one who can't say no because no was said to you. And so you're doing and doing and doing and doing and doing and doing for everyone. And then you get into, for me, it was my 19, 20. I married and had the first baby. 21, I had the second. And I was having babies to save the marriage when the marriage could have never been saved because he was too busy drowning himself and in drugs and alcohol, and during that time being mentally, emotionally, physically, and sexually abusive. So I had to learn very quickly that I was allowing all of these things that happened to me because of things from my past. And I'll be 52 in December, and I am still trying to cut ties with those titles, with those bombardment of titles that were thrown at me from when I was a kid. And it's very hard to continue to allow those titles to be a significant part of your life and then go through this type of transition and transformation. So it starts with healing, it starts with nurturing, it starts with releasing old tapes, it starts with pulling back the layers and finding out where it all began, and then building up from that. Let's start with a tarot card first, hold on. We have the sun, and we have embrace the moment. So the sun is all about celebrating all of those versions of who you are, right? Celebrate the courage and the strength of that kid who somewhere in the back of their mind knew better. Celebrate the strength of the courage of that young woman who never compromised her integrity and went through the hell that she went through and came out on the other side stronger and more connected and more vibrant. Celebrate the wisdom of those before you who if you allowed yourself to, could help you remove the stigmas that are a part of who you are that's been stopping your growth. There are a lot of divine feminine beings out in this world who have been through so much, and we can learn so much from their lives and who they are and how they connect to people. And with the Embrace the Moment card, this is all about being in the moment and repelling those negative messages and thoughts and sitting with oneself and allowing being in this moment to change the energy that you have been, the low vibrational energy that you've been vibrating on and off for years. And I just want to say that if you have a minute to just sit with yourself right now, just close your eyes and don't allow yourself to overthink this moment. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, release it slowly, and listen. Feel. What do you hear? Can you hear birds singing? You hear laughter in the background? Do you hear the white noise of a fan? Do you hear the ringing in your ear constantly and it's not? And feel. Feel your heart beating. You feel the breeze on your skin. You feel your eyes getting heavy. And then you take a deep inhale and you smile. That right there is where Spirit wants you to be, in this present moment. Going through a time of change and evolution. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who knows we can evolve and be open at any age. Let me welcome change in uplifting and surprising ways. Allow me to trust the process, diving ever deeper into your love, Divine Beloved, Spirit, Angels, Guides. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us today. And thank you for walking us through this transition, through this change. Thank you for allowing us to be present here in this moment. And thank you for being present here in this moment with us. Thank you for allowing us this time to celebrate each other, to celebrate our divine goddessness and our divine goodness. Thank you for bringing us to this moment of camaraderie and sharing and knowledge and stability and balance. We thank you, Divine Beloved, for casting upon us the rays of your sun and filling us with power and energy that we thought we have lost a long time ago, and allowing us to step into this power to take control of our lives, for our friendships, for our families, for our being in this moment, for our evolution, for our happiness, for our divine purpose, Divine Beloved. Please, Divine Beloved, Spirit Guides, Gods, Goddesses, release us from the connection of these self-absorbed, narcissistic assholes who keep coming into our lives and being a pain in our bushka. Thank you, Divine Beloved, for allowing us to see that these people or this person or this circumstance or situation no longer benefits us. It no longer feeds our soul. It no longer gives us what it is that we desire in this reality, in this moment. Thank you, Divine Beloved, for bringing in those friends who are here to show us what love should be, what goodness feels like, what love feels like. Why do I keep seeing that? That is just the weirdest thing. I am sitting here minding my own business, and I keep seeing these white lights flash across my wall. Thank you, Divine Beloved. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So for September, a lot of us are evolving. A lot of us are learning about ourselves, learning to be in the present moment, learning to connect with divine, learning to be receptive to the transformation and the transition, opening ourselves up to new friends who vibrate in the same energy that we do, and releasing those who do not. Releasing the narcissist, releasing the self-absorbed ones, releasing the one-sided relationships. And we are not entertaining any relationships that constantly take. We are not entertaining relationships that feel that we are obligated to entertain them. We are not entertaining relationships that make us or put inside of our mind that we should be subservient to these people or this person or this relationship. We are not doing that. We are not doing that. We are stepping into our power. We are taking back our power. We are evolving into a better version of ourselves. And we thank you, Divine Beloved, for showing us the way. All right, the world. Now, the world says that you have so much at your fingertips. So much at your fingertips. This world is your oyster, and you haven't even begun to shuck a shell. And it's time to expand. It's time to take action. In October, the veil is so thin, and it gets thinner and thinner and thinner. And it's time for you to connect with your ancestors, connect with divine, connect with the goddessness within you, the divine within you. It is time for you to start taking back control of your life. She's sitting on a throne of crystals, and let me tell you, she's pretty she's pretty intuitive. She's wearing the blue. She speaks her truth. The gold. She's wrapped in royalty and nobility. She has that sword, and this is fuck around and find out time. And she has that quill, and she can make it or break it, right? She can write her reality into existence, or she can fight her way into the reality that she desires to be in. Anyway, she's got the wisdom to do whatever she puts her mind to, and as do you. So please know that. Know that the only limitations and boundaries that we have are the ones that we put on ourselves. And if anyone tells you that society is limiting, they are probably the people who are trying to convince you that you have to do things this way or you'll never make it. And in the meantime, they're probably living in a big house, and right, they're probably the person who has no limitations, and they know what it's like to be prosperous and abundant. And sometimes there are people out there who know what it's like to be prosperous and abundant, and they want to stop other people from being prosperous and abundant because they don't recognize or realize that this world, this universe that we live in, is unlimited, untapped, unlimited of its full potential. And you and I and everyone who's listening to this has the opportunity to tap in to that unlimited potential and get what is our divine right, and whatever that means to you. Is it money? Is it a new house? Is it a new car? Is it a perfect relationship? Is it traveling the world? All of it, any of it. But you have to be open to receiving it. You have to be receptive to it. And you can't let some fly-by-night snake oil salesman try to tell you that you have to do this, and this in order to be one of the lucky ones. No, because we're all lucky ones. We just have to be open to acknowledge that. We talked about ancestors earlier. Ancestral wisdom. I talked about the veil getting thinner and thinner. We are your ancestors, and we love you. We walked this earth many years before you, and we ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in this spirit world. So your ancestors are wanting to connect with you. They're wanting they want you to tap into their unlimited potential. They want you to tap into their experiences and grow from those experiences. When we talk about you having the world at your fingertips, when we talk about the world being your oyster and you haven't begun to shuck it, we're also talking about your unlimited, untapped spiritual potential as well, not just this physical world. And this is your life purpose. Your life purpose is to be abundant. Your life purpose is to connect with the divine. Your life purpose is to connect with the resources that help you connect with the divine, that helps you evolve, that helps you be receptive to abundance and prosperity, and whatever that means to you. We have desires. Change me, divine beloved, into one who offers all longings to you. Let me feel whole, knowing all true needs will be handled. You are my source for all. So Spirit here is blessing you with all of your desires, and you are asking the divine to allow you to feel whole, to open you to these wonderful, amazing gifts, these wonderful, amazing, unlimited, untapped potentials. And you have to be receptive to that. If you're asking, you have to be receptive. We have the dragonfly. We all know about me and dragonflies. So the dragonflies are things coming to light. This is adapting. This is changing. This is healing. And that is what your next 3 months are about. Adapting, changing, and healing. Or shall I say changing first? And then, no, healing first. And then adapting. And then changing. So for your November, we have financial constraint. And this makes tons of sense, because when we go through our transformation, our transition, our change, the first thing that we desire to manifest is the energy of money, right? Because there's a feeling, a sense of money creates happiness. When you have it, when you have that energy of money, you can do anything. And even though we have the energy of money, all of us do, it's never enough, right? And if we step out with the feeling of it's never enough or lack in our mindset, our energy, then lack is always going to be what you will receive, even though there are wonderful opportunities here for you. This is taking patience now. You have to be receptive to it. You have to be open to it. We're doing all of this work to come into. We're doing all this work to be able to connect with the divine, to be able to evolve, to be able to be in this present moment, to be able to celebrate our evolution, to be able to connect to our ancestors, to take back our power, to step into our life purpose, and for the divine to guide us to our desires or help us manifest our desires. Now we're doing all of that to do that, only to feel lack? Huh? Question mark? So there's opportunities coming, and these are opportunities of growth, of passion, of power, but you have to be patient for it because it's not going to happen overnight. You didn't get to where you are. You're certainly not going to heal from how you feel overnight. You're certainly not going to adapt and to change overnight because you didn't get to where you were. This is a process, y'all. It's not some quick fix scheme. It's a process, and we have to go through the process. Reach out. We know you're reaching out right now for help due to your current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help when offered as it is about the emotional benefits of learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it's presented. If someone is coming to you with a financial opportunity, don't be so into your ego as to reject it. Julie Newmar, Tu Wong Fu, they show up at this hotel, and the guy's like, your friends are in the bar, and Patrick Swayze Kara says, friends, and the other one says, no one is too, oh, I gotta look it up, hold on one second. Okay, so I found it. So hold on for it. It's like one of my favorite movies. So John, what's his name? Leguizamo says, get with the program. No one's too rich to turn away a friend. So get with the program. No one's too poor to accept opportunities that are being presented to you, right? So just because you may have pride, don't let pride stop you from reaching out or accepting help that is being offered to you here, right? So even though you may be feeling constrained financially, you are more abundant than you know, because when you step into the action of allowing others to help, or when you step into the energy of allowing others to help, then the energy of lack seems to subside, and now we get into the energy of gratitude, and gratitude is everything. And this is going to help you, and it's going to help your family. So please don't reject this opportunity when it comes. There are people around you who desire to help you. There are people around you who see the efforts that you are making to change your life, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. This has the opportunity of helping your family in November. So allow it. We have the holiday seasons coming in November, and the last thing that you need is to be in a stressful situation around that season, around the season of where everything just seems to just be so chaotic and nerve-wracking and crazy. So if you're getting ready for the holiday season and you're feeling a little pinched in your pockets, there's help coming. Either reach out for it, accept it, or ask for it. If it helps your family. I know a lot of people think that reaching out for help or asking for help puts you in the position of being a failure, not being able to take care of your family, not being able to provide, not being able to sustain. But if you've learned anything through the spiritual transformation, it's that Spirit wants us to live in this feeling of abundance and prosperity, right? So if someone is offering this to you, then accept it graciously. And when you're able to help out someone else, then you do that graciously and with a sense of gratitude. So we have adventure. Change me, divine beloved, into one who rides the tide happily, trusting where I am being led, even when it doesn't make sense. Yes, Yes, even if you're going through all of this and you've went through all of this and in November you're feeling a little bit constrained and you're going, what the fuck is going on? And then you have all of these people who come to you and who are offering to help you. Don't question it. Ride it. Ride that tide. It may not make sense, but that is okay. It's okay. It's not supposed to, really. Does anything ever? So the card of separation. This could be the reason why you may be feeling constrained financially is the loss of someone or something, right? You may be going through a separation, going through a divorce, missing someone. There's sadness here. There's someone who is unsure about the future. But again, it may not make sense to you now. It may not, but don't spend all of your time thinking it over and changing scenarios to kind of fit the narrative. Be in the present moment and ride that wave, because at the end of that could be something just so phenomenal and so brilliant and so wonderful and so true. Allow yourself to evolve. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to find your tribe, connect with your ancestors. Go out into the world and change the narrative. Heal. Adapt, change. This is your life purpose. What you're going through over the next 3 months is your life purpose. This will help you evolve into that better version of yourself. Know that you are divinely guided and loved, my friend. Accept the help when help comes. Accept the help when help comes. Until next time, take care of you. Bye. Your postcard from Spirit, pile number 1. Are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little break from all of that and start having fun. When you stop fixating on what's been making you heavy-hearted, we get a chance to move some magic in your direction. We just need you to let go a little bit. Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun, going on that adventure, riding that wave. When was the last time you got really loose, silly, and goofy? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some very funny comedies to make you laugh, or call that one friend you know who will remind you of how ridiculous and delightful and giddy you can be. You will return refreshed and renewed and ready to once again see the world as less daunting, and you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. Don't you just love how much we care about you? So be open to receive. Stop stressing the small stuff. Stop stressing the big stuff. Stop stressing. Go, have a good time. Be open. Be receptive to the bounty around you. Allow Spirit to intervene a little bit. With all of that stress and anxiety and uncertainty, you're just closing things up, and Spirit can only do so much. So be receptive and be open. Have a great and wonderful day, guys. Know that you're divinely guided and loved.